The early 17th century was a tumultuous time in England, marked by political intrigue, shifting allegiances, and sensational crimes that gripped the public's imagination. One such case was the execution of Mrs. Turner, a woman entangled in a notorious scandal that revealed the dark underbelly of the Jacobean court. Her story is a fascinating blend of ambition, crime, and tragic downfall. Turner was born around 1576. She was a doctor's widow and a mother of 6, known for her beauty, charm, and fashionable sense. Turner was a part of the court's social scene and had influential connections, most notably with Frances Howard, Countess of Somerset. Turner's involvement in a high-profile murder case eventually led to her downfall and execution. The scandal began with the marriage of Frances Howard to Robert Devereux, 3rd Earl of Essex, which was arranged when they were both young. The marriage was troubled, and Frances sought an annulment, claiming impotence on Devereux's part. During this time, Frances became involved with Robert Carr, a favorite of King James I, who was later made Earl of Somerset. Turner played a significant role in assisting Frances with her annulment, using her knowledge of medicine and poisons, which she had acquired through her late husband. Turner also introduced Frances to Dr. Simon Forman, a notorious astrologer and occultist, who provided potions and spells to aid Frances in her pursuits. The turning point came with the murder of Sir Thomas Overbury, who was a close advisor to Robert Carr. Overbury had opposed Carr's relationship with Frances Howard, fearing it would jeopardize Carr's position at court. In response, Frances Howard orchestrated a plot to eliminate Overbury, with Turner and others' assistance. Overbury was imprisoned in the Tower of London on trumped-up charges, and during his imprisonment, he was slowly poisoned. Turner was accused of procuring the poisons used in the murder, supplied by Dr. Forman. Overbury's death in 1613 raised suspicions, and an investigation eventually revealed the conspiracy. In 1615, the scandal came to light, and several individuals were arrested, including Turner, Frances Howard, and Robert Carr. Turner's trial was a sensational event, drawing considerable public attention. She was charged with being an accessory to Overbury's murder, primarily through her procurement of poisons and her role in facilitating the murder plot. During the trial, Turner's connections to the occult and her association with Dr. Forman were highlighted, painting her as a figure steeped in witchcraft and malevolence. Her reputation as a fashionable woman also came under scrutiny, with her penchant for wearing yellow starch, a fashionable trend she had popularized, being used against her as a symbol of her moral corruption. Turner was found guilty of murder and sentenced to death. Her execution took place on November 15, 1615, at Tyburn, a notorious execution site in London. Turner's execution was a public spectacle, attended by a large crowd eager to witness the fall of a woman who had once moved in the highest circles of society. In a final act of defiance or perhaps a bid for sympathy, Turner wore a starch yellow ruff to her execution, the very fashion for which she had been criticized. Her execution was meant to serve as a moral lesson, highlighting the dangers of ambition, corruption, and the perceived evils of women stepping beyond their traditional roles. The execution of Turner was part of a broader effort to cleanse the court of corruption and restore public confidence in the monarchy. Frances Howard and Robert Carr were also found guilty but were spared execution, receiving royal pardons instead. The scandal had lasting repercussions, tarnishing the reputations of those involved and contributing to a climate of suspicion and intrigue at the Jacobean court.